Sunita Agarwalla, Education Online. Today we'll be talking about the narrow and broad meaning of education. Now when, like in my earlier talk, I had talked about the meaning of education. It's when we talk about the meaning of education, it is divided into two. One is the broad meaning and one is the narrow meaning. When we talk about the narrow meaning, it is like the education that we receive within the schools and colleges. It is called or it is known as narrow because it is within the four walls of the classroom, where we have a fixed syllabus, where we have a fixed timetable, where the teachers teach as per the syllabus, and at last we have an examination, and then we get a degree or a certificate, and this degree or certificate helps us get a job. It is narrow because it is really very narrow. Then when we talk about the broad meaning of education, that is actual education that we are having from real life. Now if we talk about the broad meaning of education, it carries or it includes lot of things. Like say first we can say when John Adams, he was an educationist, he said that education is a bipolar process. Bipolar means there are two poles. What are these two poles? One is the teacher and the other is the taught or the student. He says that in education, both the student and the teacher, they have interaction with each other and they learn from each other. Usually we think that it is the students who learn from the teacher. No, sometimes it is also the teachers learning from the students. There are so many things in life the teacher may not have faced. He or she learns from the student. And now in this world where people like us who are a bit aged, we are not we don't know much about the use of mobile or the use of media or the use of AI or anything, all these tools. The students can be helpful in this case for us. They may like say, I don't know something about the mobile, I can call the student and tell to fix my mobile, something has gone wrong, or any other thing also. Because they have more exposure to the world, they may know certain things from us. Or it may be an experience of the life of the student which the teacher cannot, it can be beyond the imagination of the teacher. So they learn from the students. It's not only that it is only the teacher, but yes, obviously the personality of the teacher dominates. Because students always look up to the teacher, they feel that the teacher knows more than them. Again, another educationist, John Dewey, he said that no, education is a tripolar process. So there are three poles, the teacher, the student and the society. Because the teacher cannot teach the student anything which the society does not permit. The student comes from the society already with some manners, some habits, some learning from the society, and then deals with the teacher with it. Then these children, the teacher also belongs to the society, the students will also go to the society. They have to act according to the society. They work for the development of the society. So it's a triple. The student, the teacher. Teacher can never teach anything which the society does not permit. If he or she tries to teach something beyond the syllabus, something which is not permissible in the society, the parents may come and object. So it depends completely on what the society wants. And the syllabus also, when it is prepared, it is according to the needs of the society. That's why we see that there are different syllabus for different countries and different states also sometimes. So that is another meaning of education. It is also known as an instrument of social change. Whenever we talk to anybody, how can change come in the country? How can change come in the world? How can development take place in the country? The first answer will be, if we give education, when children have education, when everybody is educated, means they are talking about the narrow meaning, right? They are talking like education in the schools and colleges. Everyone, when they receive it, we will have a developed country or there will be social change. Whether it happens or not, that is a different issue. I won't be talking on that. But social change can come. How? Because when we go to study, when we learn so many things in the school, We have learned about global warming in the school. We have learned that we must plant trees in the school. We have learned so many things. We must not spit on the road in the school. What we should do, what we should not do, we have learned in the schools and colleges from our teachers, from our friends, from different sources. There may be some expert visiting us, so we learn from all those sources. Now, when you learn from them, then only social change can come. We have seen lot of change in the world now. This has come only because of education. There is technological advancements in the world. If we would have never gone to school, if we would not have studied, we would not have learned all this type of things. The world would not have progressed. Advancement would not have taken place. Then again they say that when you say education, it is an instrument of modification of behavior. This is very important. When we say behavior, it means how you talk, how you behave with people, how you sit, how you eat, how you behave when you are out in the society, how you talk to people when you are out in the society. What is your behavior? Do you spit on the road? Do you throw garbage anywhere? If yes, then I feel very sorry to say you are not educated, because your behavior has not modified. You are the same, you have the same animalistic behavior which you had before going to the school or to the college, before going to the institution. There has to be a change in the complete behavior, and behavior is something, there has to be change in the thinking process. Usually when we think about behavior, we just think outside the behavior. Okay, now I'll act like this and my behavior will be good. No, the thinking process, if your thinking process has not changed. Small example I can give. There are people who are highly educated, highly qualified. But when it comes to equality, they still feel that it is the work of the women to do all the household work. They will go out equally, they will work equally, they will earn equally. But when it comes to home, they feel that it is the work of the women. Women must dress like that, women must not move out like that. All these type of restrictions will be there. These people, there was no modification in their behavior. Their thinking process did not change. They were highly qualified. They just went mugged up, they had degrees, they had education in the narrow sense, not in the broad sense. So when we are talking about education in the broad sense, it means the change in your modification of behavior. It means it is an instrument of social change. So when we talk about our education system, we always say that we have an education system, but I'm very sorry to say, we just focus on remote learning. The students, they learn and they produce whatever they have learned in examination. They do not use it in their life. When they do not use whatever they have not learned in their life, there will be no modification of behavior. I have seen youngsters, highly qualified, they are so proud that they know everything in the world. And then they misbehave with people who are elder to them. People who are elder, they have more experience than the small children. We can at least respect the experience the children, the elderly had. And you know, there are even children, when they grow up, they feel that, okay, my parents are a burden to me, they don't listen, they don't understand. Just understand one thing, when you were small, your parents beared everything. You could not eat food on your own. Now when they cannot eat, they cannot be a burden on you. If this change has not come in you, you feel I'm highly qualified and my parents, they don't know, they have no qualification, they have never been to school, so they don't know anything. You feel shame to take them to people, you feel ashamed to introduce them to people, then you are not qualified. There is no modification in your behavior. If after being highly qualified, if you spit on the road, if you throw garbage, if you don't plant a tree, if you are still being a person, an individual who contributes to the destruction of the planet, then you are not qualified or you are not educated actually. So when we talk about education, it means in the broader sense, it means the modification of behavior. It is an instrument of social change. So then only we can say that yes, we have real educated people in our country. I am very sorry to say in India, we have literate people who are highly qualified, but we are not educated people. We don't understand the real meaning of education. We are doing all nonsense to the country. We do not contribute. I do not feel that I contribute. I should contribute to the development of the country. So that is in a broad sense when you talk about education, that is all about education. So see you in the or meet you in the next episode of Sunita Agarwalla Education Online. Thank you.